A well-dressed man walks straight toward a homeless woman and she has a basket with a message that reads "Money for food" on the front. He starts to take her money out, and she asks him what's he doing. She'll not be able to live with that penny change, saying that he has way more cash, and he throws a handful at her to demonstrate. She never saw so much money like that, and she starts to collect them. He laughs as he stares at her, and she asks if he'll give her all of that money. Nothing is free in this life. She can have it, but he wants something in return. She tells him to stop that, and since she wants his money, he tells her to stand up and go with him right now. She doesn't trust him, but she'll do it, and he hurries her up. She gathers the money and they start to leave. He wants her to go in, but to behave inside his car. She's already telling him to look. It's better now, and he wants her to spin around. He liked it, and she'll have to ruin some guy's life. That's unexpected, and he starts to tell her that there's going to be a party tonight and she'll have to do everything he asks her to. She wants to know who'll throw the party, but he doesn't say, he only wants her to obey him. That'll be very hard for her, and he knows it's hard, but it's not impossible. She asks what is in for her. And he can't believe she's saying this after he found her like that earlier, that he's trying to change her life and she's denying his help like that. It's not that. She never saw something like this happen before. She can do it, or she can choose to lose everything she got so far. I mean, she's already dressed, he already paid her, so she'll do it. There will be a lot of important people in tonight's event, so the least he'll expect from her is to behave herself, that he knows that people of her level like to draw unnecessary attention. He'll give her a gift to help her with that. He bought that watch overseas and it cost something around $20K. It's very pretty. He'll be waiting for her downstairs. That's a very expensive watch, and so she puts it away. She seems to be devouring something. And he tells her to have some manners around that place. She's very hungry. He already told her that she should put on her best behavior tonight, that her attitude is going to hurt him. He tells her to stop eating and drink some of the wine, and then he asks her what is she doing. He wants her to behave or else she'll ruin his plan. She nods with her mouth completely full, and he tells her that Mr. Nathan is coming, that he wants her to do anything to call his attention. She'll have to be close to him and he wants her to take a picture with him. That's the most important thing that she'll have to do. She got it, and he says that he's on his way, and she asks him who is this Nathan guy anyway. He points him out for her. A young woman starts to introduce Nathan to the crowd, and he joins the stage and people clap. He's thankful for everyone's presence and that they gathered 500,000 with everybody's help. It's well known that there are people in need in this world. And he's happy to be gathered with a lot of good people who share the same thought as him. That being said, they'll start their awards night. He wants people to enjoy themselves, and drink responsibly, and he cheers. She'll not do this anymore, and the man stops her from going, reminding her that they made a deal. She'll not do this to someone so kind who helps a lot of people. She can't go back now or else she'll have to pay him back. The expensive dress that she's wearing and that makeup she has on. He also gave her that expensive watch, he bought it overseas, so she can walk away from it today, but she'll be tied down to him for the rest of her life. She doesn't want to help him and become someone like him. He's completely disappointed in her, that people turned their backs on her countless times before and now she wants to do the same with him. He convinced her. And he hopes she'll follow his plan. She slightly bumps into Nathan and starts to apologize for it. He says it's all right and he introduces himself to her. Her name is Mary. He couldn't help but notice that she was with Rodrigo, saying that he was one of their top helpers. She says that he's lovely, but she only works for him. She's in good hands. He can notice that there's a light around her that he can't see in Rodrigo. She noticed that Rodrigo is a very busy person, that he's always thinking about business, so he's a little distracted. Since she's not with Rodrigo, he asks her if he can have her contact, so that they can set a date or something some other day. She doesn't think that someone so rich and so important as him would have time to go out with someone like her. He doesn't think he's that important, but he says that they can go and do something like this event together sometime. Deep inside, she doesn't think that someone like him does anything for anyone. She believes this is all just a marketing scheme. He wished. He'll tell her a bit of his story. He grew up in a very humble family, but thanks to God, some people in his life gave him opportunities that opened doors for him. And he has built this empire through hardship and sweat. He felt this need to help and to carry this feeling over. Every time that he sees that someone is in a dire situation, that it's just a matter of opportunity to let them be seen, he feels the need to help people like this because he sees himself in them. She'll see that he's really like this if she decides to go out with him, that he's not just all talk. She looks over and sees Rodrigo telling her to take the picture and she tells him to wait. Nathan hears it and asks if she's bored by his story. She says she's not, that she's feeling dizzy out of a sudden. Rodrigo is ready and starts to take pictures. He steps forward, saying this is a charity event, not a date. He doesn't know what he means by that, and so he'll show him then. He doesn't see anything wrong with two independent people doing that. He wants to see what the people would think about this. That this would be their end if he got involved with someone like that. She's one of the people that they helped before. And he can't kiss her out in the open like that. He invited her so she could see the project. So he shouldn't be doing this. He still doesn't get his point, that it doesn't matter if Rodrigo invited her to come over, she's still a single lady, he's a single man, and he doesn't see anything wrong with this. What he really can't put his finger on is why he took those pictures and decided to show them to him, asking him what he wants. He starts to tell him that there are a lot of people watching him do this, saying that he'll have to expose him or else he'll go down with him once people find out, and he'll not let this happen. He still doesn't get it. He just met this woman, and they didn't mean to kiss like that and he doesn't know why is he acting like this. He can't be a part of this by doing that, telling him that he'll be the chairman and he'll put her as a secretary because Nathan is not fit to take care of an organization like this one. He's back on stage, but then Rodrigo shows up, saying that he would like to say something before they begin. Everyone knows that Nathan is a fundamental piece of this organization, that they wouldn't even be there if it wasn't for him. He's a serious and honorable man, so he would like a round of applause for Nathan. But before they can begin, he would like to show them some of Nathan's achievements, and he asks Mary to help him. He takes his cell phone, saying that he would like to show them a simple but very effective picture. It's also shown on the big screen over there, and he shows a picture of Mary from when they rescued her from living on the streets. Now he would like to show them another picture that really shocked him. They all can see on the big screen over their heads, that the picture shows when Nathan was caught kissing Mary, saying that he should be helping her, but he's taking advantage of her instead. He'll let them take the decisions that they would see fit, and he asks Mary to join him on the stage. He leans in, whispering that if she does whatever he says, she'll be rich by tomorrow. He helps her and then lets her take the show. She addresses everyone in there, saying that there's a man who manipulated her. That he tried to give her money for her to do everything that he wanted. This man is Rodrigo. He wasn't expecting that backstab, so he quickly starts to tell the guests to not listen to what she has to say. That she's just a homeless person who doesn't have a clue of what she's saying right now. On the contrary, she didn't sell herself to him, and she knows that Mr. Nathan is a good man with a big heart. He whispers to her that this wasn't their deal, that he'll call the police on her. Lucky him. The police just got there, but they're there to arrest him. The police officer immediately takes hold of him and takes him away. He tries to resist but it's taken away. Nathan goes and thanks Mary for standing by his side. He's glad that everyone saw what Rodrigo did, that he'll sue him for what he did and he'll convert his earning into donations for the organization. People start to clap for him. He's glad to see that she decided to talk to him, thanking her for her heroic attitude, that it's very hard to see this happening and he's grateful to her. She was just doing the right thing, that she was living on the streets and she knows how important the donation money is important for them. He's glad to hear that, and she says that she'll have to go back to the streets now. That's one of the things that he wanted to talk to her about. That he believes in his destiny. They had to meet each other, and it was through her how much of a scoundrel Rodrigo is. He has an opportunity for her, telling her that he'll change her life from this day forward. She thinks he's just like Rodrigo, that he promises something but wants something in return. He says he's not like him, that he's sure that she'll accept it. He wants her to be the new management of his organization. She doesn't think she has what it takes to do this. But he says that she's the most capable there is because she went through the same thing that other people are still going through. That makes her the most fitted. She thanks him for the opportunity and she won't let him down.